Hi everyone, this is Dr. Gilbert again, and this is going to be a brief video where I just walk you through the Brightspace page and direct you to the sources of information that you'll need in order to complete the class. Now, here's the Brightspace page, and you'll notice in the corner that I'm looking at it through a student view. So this will be what you will see, okay? So the first thing you want to go to is the content drop down here. And you'll see that the table of contents, there are 8 sources of information, okay? And they're listed here. So I'm just going to direct your attention to the things that you need to complete the second section of the class, because I'm sure that's what's mainly on everybody's mind here. All right. So let's see. So the first thing you need are the PowerPoints for the Exam 2 lectures. Okay, so if you go to that section, you'll see that I have the PowerPoints for infancy and toddlerhood, early and middle childhood, and adolescence. And you'll need to review them as you study for the fourth quiz, well, portion of it. Oh, excuse me. And also when you study for the second exam. So you'll need those PowerPoint slide decks. Okay. Then in addition to the PowerPoints, I've also videotaped, you see videotapes of lecture material on adolescence. So infancy and toddlerhood and early childhood, I lectured on in class, so you should have your notes. But because we were gone, I recorded 3 YouTube videos on with the lecture material from adolescence that goes with the slide deck. And you can see here that I have this document that has links to the lecture on physical motor development, the first half or the first part of social emotional development, and then the third link on the remainder of social emotional development. So you can just watch those videos, take notes on them, and along with these slide decks, that should give you all the information that you need on on those topics. Okay. Let's see what else you need. You'll need the slide deck for the childhood obesity and type 2 diabetes panel, which is already there. And I'm waiting for the slide deck from the digital media and childhood adolescent panel and child and adolescence panel. That's panel 3. I'm waiting for those panelists to send that to me, and I'll post it for you after that. Then it's helpful to review this syllabus for online instruction, March 24th to April 30th. I sent it to you earlier today in an email, but it's on Brightspace too if you ever need to refer to it. All right, so that's all the information that you need. As far as the quiz number 4, you would go to the assessment drop-down, and you see in the assessment drop-down, here's assessment, and here's the drop-down. You see it has quizzes. So you hit quizzes, and then it'll open up, and you'll see that quiz 4 will become available to you on March 24th at 2:40 p.m. Now, usually we have 10 minutes, but I gave you an extra 5 minutes because there's some people who have extra time, 50% extra time, which would be another 5 minutes. So I gave everybody 15 minutes to do the test. So you go through it one time, you can only take it once, you submit it. It should be graded, it should give you the correct answers. Hopefully this will work, and that'll be your last quiz until the third section of the class. This is quiz 4. And later on, you'll see on this quiz list that I will add exam 2, which will be given on April the 2nd. And I'm going to be preparing that over the next, let's say week. And I will add it, and that will become available on April the 2nd at 2:40 until 4:10, an hour and a half later. The quiz is going to be 60 multiple choice questions, no essay questions. And so it's really designed to be a 1-hour test. But I'm going to give you an hour and a half from 2:40 to 4:10 to so that everybody has that extra time that some students have officially gotten. All right? So it should be more than enough time. As far as the items will come from the slide decks, lectures, both in person and videotaped, from the sections of infancy and toddlerhood, early childhood, and middle childhood, and adolescence. And for these, let's go back to the content. For these stages, there were 2 chapters assigned in your book. You remember your book? Here it is. So the chapter is chapter 5, and there are 2 chapters they're listed in the syllabus, 2 chapters for infancy and toddlerhood. There were originally 3, but I nixed one of them. I nixed the first one. So 2 chapters for infancy and toddlerhood, 2 chapters for early childhood, 2 chapters for middle childhood, and 2 chapters for adolescence. Now, that's, a good amount of information, and we're all adjusting to this online courses. So I tried to make it even a little bit easier for you, and reminding you that at the end of, here's chapter 7, the end of chapter 7, which is one of your assigned chapters. At the end of each chapter, you see that there's a section at the very, very end, right before you go to the next chapter, chapter 8. So right before you go to the next chapter, Burke includes a section called Important Terms and Concepts. So there's maybe 12, 24, there's maybe 30 or so important terms and concepts in this chapter. And she lists them, and she lists the page that they're on. And I'm going to take any question that I take from the book, and they'll all be multiple choice, will be derived directly from these important terms and concepts. So I'm going to narrow down the field that you have to study from. And if you just review the important terms and concepts and know them well enough to correctly answer a multiple choice question on them, you should be fine in terms of the book. All right? I think that covers everything. If new things come up, I will let you know. But I think we have everything covered. All right. Take care. Bye.